auto sales number, and globally we have shown strong momentum, strong face in front of everyone, and now even our indices are mirroring that sentiment and continued gains for the second day in a row. To make a sense of how market is moving, will this momentum continue? We have with us Dharmesh Shah, Head Technical, ICICI Direct. Dharmesh, we have now crossed 24,700 mark as far as Nifty is concerned, but Bank Nifty is not participating yet. It is just barely in the green territory. Can we see a similar momentum from Bank Nifty as well?
Yeah, good afternoon, Ankur. Yes, definitely. I think so. If you look at the Nifty, I think so. The week started on a very strong note after the positive and expected then better GDP numbers of around 7.8, which came on Friday evening. And post that, I think so. You have good GST collections and steady auto numbers. That is something I think so, putting Nifty on the higher side. But one should not get forgot that the Nifty was into oversold condition with the stochastics reading of 5. I think so. That is something which is we see a more of a technical pullback happening from the previous low of around 24,337. Going forward, again, we believe, I think so, market, we believe should look for a target of around 25,000 for the Nifty. I think so more focus is on the GST Council meeting, which is expected tomorrow. I think so. Any positive outcomes, surprises, I think so, can lead further fuel to the market. But it looks like much of pessimism always gives you the better opportunity. That is exactly finding out in this current market. I think so. Short-term target to talk about the Nifty is around 25,000. But in the near term, I think so strong support is placed at 24,200, which is again a 200-day moving average. Apart from that, Bank Nifty, again, yes, definitely 53,500 is something a 200-day exponential moving average, which should be working fine for the Bank Nifty from the current levels. The expectations of Bank Nifty not moving can be, I think, so the Bank Nifty was the first which was relatively underperforming the Nifty for last few trading sessions. But just want to highlight something from the Bank Nifty point of view, that if you look for the Bank Nifty chart since April 2022, there has been the 5 instances where the Bank Nifty finding a support at 52-week EMA. And all these corrections are in the tune of around 7 to 10%. In the current context also, if you look, I think so Bank Nifty has already corrected 8% from the top. 52-week EMA is around 53,000. We expect, I think so, the Bank Nifty should see a strong support in this range of 53,000 to 53,500. And post it gradually, we expect 5 to 6% upside for the Bank Nifty. So yes, things looks positive for Bank Nifty. Maybe I think so it's more of a consolidation right now going on for the Bank Nifty, but it's a good time to accumulate Bank Nifty in this range of 53,500 to 54,000.
On the market scene, and yes, Dharmesh, GST meet is another trigger which we all are watching out for. And the question is, will GST bonanza help us get rid of those tariff fears? However, we anyways have gotten rid of those fears, and on the benchmarks and broader markets as well as sector specific, we see a lot of momentum, of course, on the back of the positive news flows coming in and the government constantly helping the economy and trying to safeguard the economy as well. But talking markets, it's Reliance, TCS, HUL, NTPC and Power Grid which are contributing to these momentum in the market at present. And talking sector specific right now, it's literally all the sector, be it the automobile, pharma, real estate, metal, energy, all of it doing good. Dharmesh, metal stocks are also showing signs of positivity. What are your trading ideas for the day, and have you added metals scripts into your ideas?
Yes, definitely, Mansi. If you look in this current corrective phase, I think so metal as a sector have been literally outperforming. Yes, there has been a correction. I'm not talking that they are doing higher top, higher bottom formation. But in terms of relative underperformance, they are better compared to others, like real estate, for example, to see. Metal, we believe, I think so, index seems to be finding a strong support at 200-day exponential moving average. And it looks like, I think so, if you look most of these technical charts, whether to talk about Tata Steel, remains to be a top pick, where again the stock seems to be forming the higher base about the 200-day moving average. Also, the stock seems to be finding the support at the lower end of the rising channel. It looks like Tata Steel, the rest of the world looks more favorable at the current market price. We expect the market to head, Tata Steel to head towards 173, giving a stop loss of 149. So metal as a overall space looks positive. And also one thing to add is again a dollar index. If you look at the long-term chart of the dollar index, it has always been an inverse correlations with the metal. It seems to be on the verge of a breakdown below 96. that is likely to be in coming few weeks. That could again augurs well for the metal index as a whole. So yes, structurally we remain to be positive for the metal from medium term perspective.
All right, Dharmesh, thank you so much for recommending those stocks. With this, it's